Okay, I hope I got this right. Unable to connect. Oh no. Cancel. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see me and stuff. There you go. I think I am live. I'm not sure. I hope so. Okay, guys. So anyway, the reason why I'm going live, and I'm sure probably nobody's on at the moment, is because I am running a little bit behind schedule. Just so that you guys know, my dad was actually released from the physical therapy facility today. He wasn't supposed to be released until, hey J-Lo, how you doing? He wasn't supposed to be released until Sunday, so I was hoping to make it back to Florida before he got released so that I could help. But they called my sister today, and they released him today. So one of two things: either they released him because everything is fine, or they released my dad because he probably got on everybody's nerves, and they probably said, "You guys need to come and pick up this old man." So, I never miss a live with you guys. I've always religiously have done this every Friday at 8 o'clock at Eastern Standard Time. However, though, as you guys can see, I am still on the road, and right now I am at the charging station, and I'm charging the car. I got 195, and I want to charge it all the way to the max so that I don't bother my parents and tell my father, hey, I'm gonna open up the garage because I need a charge, so I don't want to do that. So, I just wanted to come live and tell you guys exactly like what's going on, because I don't want people to be like, oh, she didn't stream tonight, she didn't do it, because I know a lot of you guys look forward to Fridays. So, yeah, and I went into this service station, and they didn't have very good food there, and stuff. And well, oh, he stopped his music, you know, and stuff. He was driving kind of fast too. So anyway, guys. So anyway, I'm kind of distracted, as you can see, because I'm not in my normal area and stuff like that. I am going to crash Nancy's live tomorrow on Saturday. She doesn't know it yet, but because I was unable to stream tonight at my normal time, I'm just gonna crash hers and stuff. Hey, crafty Puerto Rican, how you doing? Hey, Elaine. Hey, Miss Hemmons. Hi, Papa Shoes. How you doing? Hey, Robin. Jade Love. So, I just really just wanted to go live and tell you guys what's going on. And also to let you guys know, I am going to have another video that I'm going to be posting tonight. When I went back to Virginia, I had a customer and they wanted me to embroider vests, right? And one of the things was that I noticed a lot of those vests were on the large size. So I kind of had to manipulate how I was going to use the hooping station in order for me to hoop those vests. So I did video that process, and when I was at the hotel this morning, I edited it and I was trying to upload it on YouTube, but I don't think their internet was too great. So it did allow me to upload it. So I am going to upload it tonight when I get to my parents' house. So you guys will have that video to look at. Also, I am working on some other types of embroidery techniques. So I know my life right now has been a little bit on the crazy side, and I don't want you guys to think like that I fell off the face of the earth or anything like that, because I really do enjoy doing this channel, and I really, really love teaching you guys about different things that I do with embroidery. So, just know that this is just a little hump that, I'm going through right now, with my dad being ill and everything like that. But now he's better, he's stronger, and my sister sent me a really cute picture of him sitting in the car with like the biggest smile. So I know he's like really super happy, and I cannot wait to get home so I can have some Puerto Rican food and play a game of dominoes with him and stuff. Maybe I'll videotape that because because he always beats me. Okay, him and my dad, my dad and my mom, right? They always team up, and they play against me and Nancy, and they always kick our butts. So I always think they're cheating. I don't know how they do it. I know that they know how to count the dominoes. I have not been able to master that, so I'm not sure how they do that. So I'm kind of like, hopefully one day I can do it the way they do it and learn. Um, but yeah, so I have to, you know, that's gonna be fun, So, but I am gonna, I know Nancy has her live on at 8 o'clock on Saturday, so I am going to drive over to her house and I'm gonna sit next to her. I don't know what she's gonna be planning tomorrow, but I'll just sit there and smile, and bother her, and stuff. So, um, so I don't really have anything really to share on the embroidery side except, what I have coming up and stuff. But I did want to like get on here and give you guys like an update on stuff that's going on. So I guess if you think about this part like a little vlog, you know. I have been driving since yesterday morning. And from my house, I usually go to Savannah, Georgia, and I like staying at the hotels by the Savannah International Airport. So I stayed there overnight. I did get a little lazy, and I should have left a lot earlier, um, but I didn't. I ended up sleeping in because I guess I was pretty exhausted. I'm not sure. So you know, but I will tell you this, traffic is like bad. It's really bad. I'm on the turnpike, but when I look at the maps on the Tesla, what I really love about this car is it reroutes you so that you can get around traffic. And it put me on the turnpike. And the turnpike still has some traffic, but it's not like totally like really bad, like stop traffic. And when I looked at the 95 on the map, like the line was like totally red. So I'm like, ooh, that's not good, that's really not good at all. So, I'm like, ooh. So I should be at my parents' house. I'm thinking probably around maybe like 8:30 or 9, something like that. Hey Elaine, how you doing? um so I don't know. Thank you, J-Lo. She said, I'm so happy that your dad is doing better. I've been praying for him and your family. Thank you. I appreciate it. And, and also, I don't know if you guys know, I am wearing this shirt. Oh, let me take this out so you guys can see. Isn't this cute? I got this shirt. Miss Banks made it for me. So I thought it was like so super cute. A little surprise she gave me. Um, Mello's not with me. He's in Virginia with Fred. And the reason I kind of leave him behind is he already made this trip with me like once. This is a very, very, very long trip. And even though in the back it's comfortable for him because I do have like a doggy hammock and it is kind of comfortable for him, I just don't think it's fair to like drag him all the time. So I took him with me the first time, and it can get kind of exhausting, and I don't want him to like end up with anxiety or anything like that. So I figured for these couple of times that I'm driving back and forth to Florida, hopefully, um, the next time I go to Florida, I'll probably maybe go around September. I'm thinking, for my dad's birthday. His birthday is September 28th. He turns to 82. He turns 82. So he's up there. He's up there. He's 82. My mom turns 84. So they're up there. So I'm hoping to come up here for that. I think that'll be really cool for me to to come up, and I have to work on my shop and stuff like that. So I do have the video of me working on those vests, and I show you exactly how I hoop those vests when I was embroidering. It was a little tricky because, like I said, they were on the big side. One was 2X, and a lot of them were extra large and extra large. So a lot of them were big. So I just wanted, to show you guys how this little trick that I do, so that way you can make sure that your vest is straight on the hooping station. Okay. Also, just to let you guys know as well, I know that sometimes I have been doing a lot of videos on the multi-needle machine. I want to start doing more videos on the SC1900, the single needle machine, because I know a lot of guys going out there and they're buying the SC2000 and the SC1900. And I'm going to start using the hooping station for the single needle machine, so that you guys can see how you would go ahead and hoop for that particular machine and stuff. So, just wanted to put that out there too, because I don't want to forget people that have single needle machines, because I feel like sometimes people think oh, you have to have a multi needle machine. It's a nice to have, but multi-needle machines are so freaking expensive that, I want to make sure that people that have single needle machines can really make the most of those machines as well and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I'm definitely going to have those types of videos coming up. And yeah, I'm at 221 miles. I don't think I have 221 miles to go to my dad's. Let me see, how far am I? And I am 62 miles, but I am going to charge it to the max, so that way I don't have to bother my father, because usually that's what I do. Like, I'll go there and then I'll open up his garage and I'll take out the charging cable and I'll be like, hey, I need a charge. But so this way I can leave it overnight and I don't really have to worry about it, even though I really don't. But my thing is, why do it? Just do it. That way I'll be fine, and stuff. Yeah. So I stopped. Where am I anyway? I don't even know where I'm at. I am. I'll tell you right now. Okay. I'm at Palm. Here, I'll show you. I don't even know where I'm at, guys. This is funny. Okay, how do you work this? I don't know how to change this. Okay, here it is. All right, so I am here at I think it's Palmano Beach, Florida. Yeah. So, and yeah, I'm doing pretty good. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna charge to 250 miles, and then at 250 miles, I think that's more than enough for me to get there and stuff. So yeah, so I figured I'll hang out with you guys now while I have time to hang out with you guys, because yeah, at 8 o'clock I'm actually might be driving. I think I am going to be driving. Yeah, I'll be driving, so I won't be able to talk to you guys while I'm driving and stuff like that. So and Father's Day's coming up, guys. Next month is Father's Day, so I definitely want for us to explore, let's see what the new trends are for Father's Day. Pompano. Thank you, Crafty Creations. Thank you. My pronunciation is terrible. If there is anyone that can mess up a word, it's me. I can mess it up big time. So, yeah, so Father's Day's coming up. So I'm thinking, okay, so we have to start talking about what can we make for Father's Day, what kind of trendy designs are coming up, you guys know we can do golf towels, because but that's if they play golf, right? Not everybody plays golf, but if they do, then we can do golf towels. We can do golf towels. Let's see. We could do those remote pocket pillows. That's another thing. What else could Dad use? Bags. Some of them, if you have a father that likes to go to the gym and work out, you can embroider a bag for them. You could even embroider a workout towel for them too and stuff. So we could do that also. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Um, yeah. So I'm gonna start, and socks, dress shirts, hats. Ooh, I'm coming up with ideas. Coming up with ideas. Oh my God. You guys see the light bulbs going through my head? Let me stop going through these ideas. Yeah, I mean, let me see. I'm gonna look around me and see if I see some guys and stuff like that, what they wearing and stuff. Okay, oh, I just see a guy. He's messing around with his belt. I wonder if we can embroider on a belt. Like, take a belt and maybe like put their initials on it. That would probably be cool if you can do it. Because I know a lot of men like leather belts. So I don't know if that's something that you could embroider. Give it a shot. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take one of Fred's belts and embroider it, and then we'll see. Okay, because I know we can embroider dog leashes, but I don't think. Well, they do have leather dog leashes, but a lot of times the dog leashes that I get Mellow are not leather. So I can embroider those pretty easy. But I'm wondering, you should be able to embroider leather. I would say probably a 7511 sharp needle. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. So when I get home, I'm gonna have to relook at this video so that I can make sure that I write down all these ideas that are popping in my head right now. So that way I can go ahead and start exploring, because Father's Day is coming and we want to be able to, do unique stuff for the dads and stuff. The hats. Another thing also, just to let you guys know, is I started to mess around with puff embroidery, okay? And I'm not talking about puff embroidery for the hats, okay? For other stuff. So I'm definitely going to well, not probably, I will be doing an embroidery happy hour, just so we could talk about 3D puff embroidery and the different types of puff embroidery that you can do for different things. And I know you guys are really going to like that one, because I have been messing around with a whole bunch of different stuff with whatever time I have available at home. But now that Dad is back home, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to be spending 1 week with them in Florida, because I just want to make sure everything's okay, that Mom is okay, taking care of Dad, and Dad's doing well, and see if there's a routine. Also want to take my mom grocery shopping also, because she doesn't drive, so I want to make sure that if she needs food or something like that, that I can, like, help her, and I'll take her grocery shopping and stuff like that. So just help and everything. There's a lot of birds around here and stuff. um yeah, it's like everybody is out and about. Totally forgot that Memorial Day weekend was today. I was thinking about catching an Amtrak Auto train, but the prices are crazy, okay? And this is the thing. It would have been cheaper if I would have just said, okay, I'm just going to go and get a chair, one of those coach things. But then I started thinking about it, and I was like, that train, I would have been on that overnight. And if I'm on it overnight, that means you're going to fall asleep. And if you fall asleep, see, I'm a New Yorker, okay? I was born and raised in New York, and I'm a New Yorican, okay? So you always, gotta think, you don't want to get hustled or anything like that. So I was like, I could end up falling asleep on that train, and somebody could rob me while I'm sleeping. So right there, I was thinking, maybe I shouldn't get those coach seats, right? Then I started looking at, I saw that Amtrak has these like rooms that you can rent, like a room-a-net, right? So then I looked into that. It was $500 for a room net. And I was like, Wow. So after I added that, and then I added the price of the car, because what they do is they load the car on the train, right? So that way when you get to I think it's like Stafford or something, Florida, it's by the Orlando area, then you have your car with you, right? And then I figured, okay, then I could just drive from Orlando to Miami. But it was $500 for the brunette. Then when I added the car and everything else, it was about $800 one way. So I was like, oh no, no, that's way too much. You guys know how frugal I am. I do not like spending money like that. So I just said, okay, this isn't going to work for me. So I don't pay for supercharging because I got my car in 2018. Okay, so I'm grandfathered in, so I have unlimited supercharging and unlimited premium internet service with the car for as long as I own it. So with that being said, you guys know this will be the car for the rest of my life. And if the battery goes bad, I will just pay to have Tesla just pick up the car, take out the old battery, and put in a new. Um, I will not replace my car, even though I did get an email from them, and they said that if I wanted to um, trade in this car for a new one, which no, they would give me 6 years of unlimited supercharging. And I'm like, no, I want lifetime. Okay. Because I might be in my 90s and still driving around this Tesla and I want free supercharging. So this car's not going anywhere. So anyway, because I don't pay, right? So I just stop at the superchargers and I charge it, and all I have to do is really just pay for a hotel. So what I usually do is I stop at Georgia and I stay at a hotel there. The hotel is only like $200 a night. So really, the whole trip, even though it takes me a little while, but I have also full self driving in this car, and it's enabled. So I just turn on the car, keep my hands on the wheel, and the car kind of like drives itself all the way down to Florida. So so that's pretty neat. So to me, it's like I'm good with it. So I don't really need to. I'm like, a whole trip to Florida is like $200, and then the whole trip going back home is $200. So you can't beat that. So I just did not want to pay 800 and something dollars, and I didn't feel that it was too safe on the Amtrak to go on coach and then fall asleep, and then I'm by myself, and if something happens, I just don't want to chance it. Even though I don't know if that happens, but like I said, you never know. So I didn't want to place myself in that position and stuff. So yeah, so I'm here still at the supercharger. I'm at 240 right now. I got 10 more miles to go, and then I will be heading back on the road, and I'm not that far from them. So I am going to yeah. And then another thing that I like too about these little road trips that I take, when you're at the supercharger, sometimes people say, "Oh, well, you're there for a couple of minutes, you get bored." No, I don't. And I'm gonna show you why. Because look, it's like right here, I can like click here, and look, I can watch Netflix, I could watch YouTube, I could do whatever, and and there's games. You can play games in here. Okay, so I mean, you're never bored in the car because you have fun. So I actually play a lot of games in the car when I'm at the supercharger, and then sometimes I'll just watch a movie. Only bad thing about watching the movie though is because then the movie will be finished, and no, well, you're watching the movie. Movies are 2 hours. Usually, charging the car doesn't take 2 hours. So then, what ends up happening is, I have to unplug my car, and then I didn't see the finish of the movie. So then it's like I can't wait till I get to the next super station, so that way I could finish watching the movie. So that's okay. But I do get to finish watching the movie and stuff. So anyway, yeah. So and I try to get in there and get something to eat because I'm starving, but they didn't have anything good. They just had Dunkin' Donuts, Wendy's, and they had Pizza Hut. and that's not exactly like real healthy. Ooh, somebody playing that music, and his little Tesla, and his little Model 3, and the music's pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, so hopefully I don't get tagged and stuff. Ooh, he drives fast too. Okay, all right, so he's gone. He's a little fast drive. He's young. Oh, I used to do that too when I was young. I used to drive fast and stuff. Not anymore though. Now I'm the one on the slow lane. That's right. I'm in the slow lane. Okay. How many miles can you drive between charging? 250 miles. However, though, one of the things that I like in Border G is that the car actually tells you when, what next supercharger to hit. Okay. Um, so I usually like have like a 20% battery left when I go to the next supercharger. So that's a 20% battery is about like 80 miles, which isn't bad and stuff. Now, I don't like driving with Carlito, and I'm going to tell you why. He pushes it, and I told him, you need to stop. You need to stop that. He was driving with his friend's car once, and you know how some people say that gas cars have like a reserve? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, uh, these cars don't have reserves. Okay, when they say zero, it's zero. So they kind of learned that the hard way, and they had to get a tow. So, I don't like pushing it. I always like to at least have 80 miles left, but when I get to the next supercharger, I'm not rushing. I actually enjoy the drive. I don't know. It's just me. It is different. I will tell you, it is really, really different. Is it a lot to change the battery? Hey Veronica, yeah, it is. A new battery right now will run you about $15,000 to $20,000. I think those prices will probably go down. You don't need a new battery though for probably like 8 to 9 years. Okay. Um, yeah. So I know there was one guy, he replaced his battery. He had 400,000 miles on the car. Right now I only got, I think I got about 75,000 on mine. And I've had the car, this is 2018, so where are we? I've had it for 5 years. So, and when fully charged, it was 295. Now, when I fully charge it, it's at 265, something like that. So I lost a couple of, they call it battery degradation or degradation, stuff, but it's not bad. It's not bad for the amount of time that I've had the car. So, I think I'll probably won't have to change the battery to this car for maybe another, I don't know, I'm thinking 5 years. Some people say it takes about like maybe 8 to 10 years and stuff, or longer. It depends on how you drive and how you charge the car and how you take care of the battery, that kind of stuff. They give you a whole handbook and everything when you get. So anyway, yeah. I just wish I could put an embroidery machine in this car, because then I'd be cooking. I'll be in my car all the time, and I'll also be driving and stuff like that. So, yeah. Do you pay for recharging? No, I do not. I am grandfathered in Embroidery. I'm grandfathered in, so I have unlimited lifetime supercharging. So I don't pay. Others, if you get one now, you will have to pay. However, the price is a lot cheaper than the gas. At one of the superchargers I was at, the guy was excited because he was like, "Oh my God, I only paid $9, to charge up his car." And he was like super excited, and then he was asking me, how much did it charge you? Because he saw that this was the X, he had an S. And I told him mine charged zero, because I'm grandfathered in. So he was like, "Oh, you're lucky." So yeah, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's compared to gas. The only thing is, I feel like people sometimes they say, well, those cars are kind of expensive. They are up front, but I just feel that I like to run my numbers, okay? I'm a budget girl, okay? So I like to run my numbers. So I like I'm kind and I kind of like to think of things strategically as well. So the way I see it is, with even though you pay a lot more upfront, um if you are kind of similar to me, where I don't change cars every year or every 3 years, I will drive the car till the very end of its life. I mean, you'll see the feet sticking out at the bottom of the car. I look like Wilma Flintstone. That's how I break. Okay, so I mean, I do not replace my car at all until it's necessary. No gas change. There is no oil changes or anything like that. So if you start to add everything and you start to do the comparison, in the long term, you end up finding out that it's actually is cheaper to own an electric car than it is a gas. I mean, it's just my opinion. Now, some people just prefer the gas car, and it's fine, because the way I look at it is, hey, you got one life, live it, just be happy, and just because the choice is for one person doesn't mean it's for everyone else, you know, and stuff. Same thing like embroidery, okay? Just because somebody charges one price, that doesn't mean you have to charge that same price, okay? Remember, um, everybody pays different prices for their thread, for their stabilizer, and location is key also. Everybody's in, just you're in a different location. Prices are different. In some places the cost of living is high, and in some other places the cost of living is low. So you have to price accordingly and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, I'm at 251. I'm at 251, guys. So let's see. It's time for me. Look at this thing. All right, guys. So I'm back in my car. I am back in my car. Um, I'm the same way. J-Lo, I'm telling you, man. Nope. I do not like. I don't do car payments. I pay cash and I keep it going. But I will not buy a car all the time. So, guys, I have to hit the road. And let me see. I'm going to navigate now to my mom and dad's house, and I need my eyes, because without these glasses, everybody on the road's gonna be in trouble because I can't see. Okay, so it looks like, yep, I calculated correctly. I'm gonna be at my mom and dad's house around 8:30. So, guys, thanks so much for stopping by. And I am really, really, again, my apologies. I know that I do embroidery happy hour every Friday at 8 o'clock, but as you can see, I'm not gonna get to my parents' house till 8:30, so there's just no way that I could do it at 8 and stuff. But next Friday, I will be back on schedule, and with a topic, because I always want to do a topic on embroidery every Friday at 8 o'clock. And I will be posting a video tonight on how I embroidered those vests for the customer, because I think that would be pretty helpful for you guys, especially for those that are embroidering like big items. I want to make sure that you guys see how I actually hoop that on the hooping station, because I thought that was pretty neat, and I wanted to share it because you guys know I like to share all the information that I possibly can. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend, great holiday weekend. Monday's Memorial Day, and yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. Be safe, and I'll make sure to post pictures and stuff like that and more videos. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, how do you end? Uh-oh. Oh my. I don't even know how to end this. Okay. How do I end it? This is funny. my goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.